say a year makes a lot of difference, and it'll be good to see how Man City. I'm more towards Man City struggling. I would say struggling, but it'll be difficult for them to cope with Vasco's movement.
Could he have released the ball?
We saw it in the first game. Vasco are always quick to pull the trigger. They're not afraid to try from distance. And sometimes I think they can actually pass it a little bit more and just go into the box a little bit more. Like we saw here, a shot from distance. Instead, he should have just waited for a run behind the defense, try and play a sneaky little ball in behind. That might have worked a little bit better.
That's the first shot on target for Vasco da Gama. Wasi trying to make a real nuisance of himself up front. He certainly had the build for it. Jersey wasn't for that. It was due to a tug of the jersey from the main in midfield. Humphreys getting very much involved earlier on. The best of touches from the Silva. And they come again. Here's Brooks. Wasi. Brooks, very clever ball. Into space from the main. He's lost his marker. He's pulled it back. And it's 1-0. The man has set it up. David Brooks will be 15 in 2 weeks. Gets at the end of the cutback from the man he passed it on to, Aaron the Main, and Manchester City have gone ahead against Vasco da Gama.
Excellent play from City, great build-up, intelligent play by Brooks, saw the pass, threaded it through, and it was just pure strength from the main. Too strong for Juan Oliveira to handle, cuts it across, and it was a great finish from Brooks. But it just goes to show that City, with their power and their strength, so far are able to combat this Vasco movement and Vasco skill. As we see here, they made too strong for Juan Oliveira, cut it back, and Brooks with an impeccable finish. Calm, cool, collected, just slots it past Vinicius.
Oh, he'll be disappointed, Juan, with his inability to wrap himself around the main. And very much vulnerability at this age. Sometimes you tend to forget as a 14-year-old defending. He covers ball playing down the flanks, and at this age sometimes they're just taking wild hot swings into the box instead of measured crosses.
But this is the essence of a tournament like this. It's all about development, it's all about learning from their mistakes. And so I guess Bullock is one of those things he has to work on.
Yes, Juan Oliveira, we haven't seen much of the Vasco fullbacks coming forward, and there he was winning the throw. Didn't come off the Brazilian last and did. Good work by Cameron Humphreys and to slide in and win the ball back. João dos Santos, early cross inside. Not the best decision perhaps, but they still have possession of the football. Martins inviting the Silva to come forward. Here's Andrade. 3 players in the box waiting for the cross. Gets to it, and Bullock will come away after. Very easy header, one in the air by Robertine just a fortnight ago. And both him and Juan Martins, two midfielders, trying to work the ball sideways until they find an opening. Opening finally came, but it's half a second for that snapshot, which turned out to be a snapshot in the end. The Vasco fans, nothing much to cheer about in the first half with an added minute before halftime. But you never know, they might surprise with perhaps the final attack of the game. Too many City defenders just around him. Every time a Vasco player has a ball, there are at least a couple of City players around him. And now there is a chance for 2-0. Good finish it was as well by the substitute Joseph Nuttall, and that might just be game, set and match. Manchester City starting the second half the same way they did the first, moving forward with real intent, and their supporters dance with delight, all thanks to a splendid volley from Joseph Nuttall. Good finish indeed.
Excellent play from City. Transition from defense to attack again, as we saw. Very quick ball.
Cruise to an easy victory against Vasco da Gama, who themselves were easy victors in their opening match against the Singapore under-15 squad. The Vasco players collapse because they felt the strain of playing 2 games in 48 hours. But it's the Manchester City supporters who've come down here to support the team that leave very happy, singing the club anthem of Blue Moon as the junior citizens come away in their first match of this Lion City Cup as winners by 2 goals to 0. He was at the heart of everything, wasn't he? Wasi, just so tough to shake off the ball, and in the first half he was a centre forward. The second half we saw him now being as versatile as you'd like, left winger and then left full back. That's Vasco da Gama after winning 2-1 in their first match, go down 2-0 in their second. They now need to sit back, enjoy themselves for a couple of days in Singapore and do the usual touristy stuff and hope that these boys will do them a favor by getting a result against the Singapore under-15s.